Mm. Salutations, dear youngsters. Welcome for one more day of our being together for half an hour, 40 minutes to learn some more things for us. Keep on learning all, whichever is feasible, possible, immediately useful, make use of them. The other knowledge will remain as the stock in our understanding. Whenever it is required, that time it can be used. This regular coming to Geetha classes keeps our intellect intact, makes it always afresh because we are trying to use it to listen, analyze, understand, etc. So, a human being is always human and going to grow greater when he keeps his intellect active, alert through learning day by day. So, this is another outcome of this exercise of ours, along with learning the knowledge of Gita. Okay. Okay. Like every day today also, we have the initial mantra, Navagraha Suktam is over, Stotram. So, whichever the mantra I feel like that day, that small mantra I'll teach you. Let us learn it. Then, common sense thought today. Then, Bhagavad Gita, main thing. In our main Bhagavad Gita today, 14th and 15th shloka of chapter 4, little sublime is the meaning. Appears to be little less relevant to you as youth, but in the long run, definitely it helps. Because it is in the sequence of the chapter, because we are touching every shloka, and I don't want to leave that. Therefore, that also I am covering. In that, the topic made for you from those two shlokas is how the God acts, how the seekers of liberation act, or how the saints act, so that that action is not binding them. This is of the topic. Because this chapter is what? Jnana Karma Sannyasa. Finally, you have to discover the God on the seat of meditation. For that, you have to drop all your extorted activity. Straight away you can't do. Therefore, you did karma yoga. Now, slowly you are getting some subtle understandings called as jnanam, with which slowly the karma sannyasa means activities are reducing in your life, peace is prevailing, and with that peaceful, calm, quiet mind, what is God, where is God, how is God, who is God, how to reach Him, these spiritual things can be apprehended or comprehended or understood, which is the goal of Gita mainly. Mainly, Gita is a moksha grantham. You and I are also using it also as our success grantham. And the real success is the moksha only that way. You and I, being youngsters, may not be interested in that now. But when we become interested, then we know Gita gives us moksha also. So, and it's a very interesting thought, not impossible for you to understand, not that you won't even appreciate it. You may not practice it, but appreciate you can do, understanding you can have. You are youngsters of modern time, how much intelligence you have, knowledge you have, capacities you have to comprehend the subtle things. Given a chance, you will rule the entire world only. That much capacities you have. Nowadays, youngsters are not buddhu like the earlier times. They are buddhu in a different way. Anyway, sharp you are. You are good or not, pure or not, but you are intelligent and sharp. Let us do Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री gurave namaha. So every day one shloka or one mantra japa we were learning. Now I'll do for some days some assorted things before I do some fixed thing. So today a beautiful shloka of 2 lines which is chanted early morning when you get up. And that one is when before you open the eyes only, just you rub your hands. First, looking at your own hands, you chant that mantra. Very interesting. Very useful also. And that mantra is what? Ki in my own hand is Lakshmi and Saraswati and Govinda are there. Therefore, I am having the darshan of the Lakshmi Saraswati Govinda in my own hands. So to say that the Lakshmi, the wealth, the Saraswati, the knowledge, and the happiness called Govinda or success, let us say, using the wealth and knowledge, achieving Govinda as success. They are in my own hands. It is I who have to work hard. So I'll start it in the morning. That is why this morning is given to me. So with this attitude, this shloka is chanted. Simple it is. It is Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Agre means fingertips. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Lakshmi is there at the tips of my hand. That is how when you count the notes, those are ke, so ke, panso ke, you count with the Karagra only, is it not? You can see in that banks and all nowadays all the counting machines have come, but before that hand used to count. So the Lakshmi is there in the Kara Agra Bhaga, the fingertips. Then Kara Mule Saraswati. Mula means this Bhaga is Saraswati. Is it not? That is why when you hold a book in the hands to study, the book is supported in the Mula Bhaga of the Hasta. And so Saraswati is there in the Mula Bhaga. Then Kara Madhye tu Govindaha. The strength is in the central hand. Therefore, in this palm, there is Govinda Bhagavan is there. It means what? The Govinda called as success, the Lakshmi called as the wealth, Saraswati called as knowledge. All are in my own hand. How nice it is. Such hand, Prabhate Kara Darshanam. Early morning, I am looking at my hand, remembering all these three, invoking their grace, working hard with my own abilities to earn the wealth and use for right purpose, to gain the knowledge and gain the correct knowledge for right purpose. And in my life, with higher goals, I achieve successes. This is how Lakshmi Saraswati Govinda in the hands. And everyone wants it. Govinda, success, Lakshmi, the wealth, Saraswati, knowledge. And without knowledge and wealth, you can't work hard to succeed. Your wealth is all abilities, talents, etc., resources. Clear? तो कराग्रे वस्ते लक्ष्मी करमूले सरस्वती करमध्ये तु गोविंदः प्रभाते करदर्शनम. This is a shloka. So chant it 3 times. Then you can add it 6 times. Chant it 11 times. You can make it 97 and 108. आप जितना आप चाहिए उतना पढ़ लो. In that there is a memory or remembrance or prayer to Lakshmi Saraswati Govinda, and there is also a commitment, and there is also a conviction that these are in my own hands. It is I who have to work for them. Clear? Start. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. While chanting, tell to yourself that Lakshmi Saraswati and Vijayam, they are in my hands to gain my efforts. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhe tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam. Look at your own hand and say that they are in your hands and work hard. Done. Shlokam is done. Tomorrow some other shloka. Let us see what we remember. I will do shlokas, I will do subhashitas, I will do one-liners. I may do any of the stotrams. I may do the, what do you say, the summary of the any of the book, the previews they talk it about. No, so let me see what Lord wants through us. Any day whatever is taught every day, that you just stick to for that day, at least it will be helpful. Okay, now same thing related is our today's common sense thought. Mhm. Very very important discussion. Okay, and very short and sweet. What the thought today is, what today is in your hands, and what you do today is what you do every day, every year, and entire life. And what you do, that only you get. Clear thought is very simple. So, although you conceive big, big goals of whatever magnitude, and it may take us to achieve many, many years also, and it also requires lots of efforts. All that is okay, no doubt about it. Lot of efforts, lot of time, because the biggest goal you have to achieve. But what is in front is, although it is this moment more practically, precisely, but let us extend to this. Ki from morning we get up till night we sleep. That one day of the 16 hours is in our hands. 16 to 18 hours. 6 hours gone for sleep. Therefore, take this one day as unit. First point. Morning 5 बजे उठे, so night 10:30 or 11 तक. These 18 hours are in our hands. Point 1. Is it clear? Now, in this one day of 17, 18 hours, whatever you do or don't do is the one which is going to give you or get you whatever you want or you don't want. This remains same for all. Some person of the highest level is using all these 17 hours only for meditation. He is reaching to that goal. He is not involved in anything else. I'm giving just some examples. There is another extreme, all 17 hours he is using for all the criminalities of terrorism, of terrorizing others, troubling others, killing others, looting others, plundering others, shooting others, destroying others. Time उतना ही है. God, by chance, tomorrow they are again alive. The first person again uses for meditation. The other extreme fellow again does the same. Okay. Now the third point. Therefore, these 18 hours of our day, how most effectively, creatively, constructively, with all intelligence and planning, we make use of it, and thus be attentive. The next sentence is very important. We are able to conquer one day, then we have conquered the entire life. If you have not conquered one day, then we have lost the game of life also. Think about it. So the getting up itself is late, mano. Then already we started losing. Then wasting time in many, many non-essentials, mano. So the day is going away, involving in the negative things, mano. We are even creating problems for our future. These are all negative. But on the other hand, from morning till evening, for whatever the goal I have to achieve, whatever I have to do, if I filled up my day for that and fully utilized it, that day that is conquered. Don't worry about tomorrow. कल का कल हम देखेंगे. जब कल होगा तो देखेंगे. कल हो ना हो. आज का हमारा focus. So common sense, though little difficult to catch, but common sense is what today. What our funny, stupid mind says is, let us relax or enjoy tomorrow. Today, let us work tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. If it comes tomorrow, it comes as today only. Therefore, what we do today, alone we do every day. If we don't do today and postpone to tomorrow, tomorrow also we postpone to next day. This cheating of the mind, we have to cheat it back or defeat it back by our simple common sense thought that I don't know tomorrow, yesterday is gone away, today is in my hands. I will conquer my today by doing the best things with best clarity, purpose, attitude, intention. इतना अगर आप छोटा गोल लगाओ ने आज का तो आपको अचीवमेंट हो जाता. If you keep a big goal and every day have to work hard, if you think like that, though it is true, the mind gets unnecessarily tensed up. And this today of 16 to 18 hours, anybody can manage. Then take rest. Then again you get up. Tomorrow, don't worry about. Again today only. I do this every day. When I think about tomorrow and day after and so many textbooks I have to study and teach, it is very heavy load to me. I'll get BP and all tension. So I said today, only 6 classes I have to do of 1 hour, 1.5 hour. So these are the shlokas I have to do. I prepared it, I do it. I have conquered my day. So too, this is upasana or japa or dhyana or puja or whatever. So this way, one day you conquer, the life is conquered. एक दिन सक्सेस, हर दिन सक्सेस. Common sense thought. So there, don't be inadvertent in today. Don't be lazy for that today. Lord, don't be doing the non-positive today. Whatever the noble things, whatever required for achieving goal is required, fill the day for that. So win the day and celebrate the winning. So that when you look back night before you sleep at 10:30, 11, hurry, today I got up at 5 and I did my exercise, my jogging, my morning puja worship. Then I did my study, I did my, what do you call, all my office work, everything I did. In between also little time was there. वो भी जो करना था मैंने वो भी कर ली. So that day was full with the best activities for done for the best of the purpose. एक दिन को अचीव करो. फिर कल के दिन कल फोकस करना. Night only before you sleep, you can look at the earlier day, at that day, whatever you achieved or to be achieved, next day के plan करो. एक दिन का ही plan करो. But before that, the ultimate goal should be kept in the mind. Entire planning should be pakka, without forgetting that. What exactly to be done? Today, fix yourself on that and keep doing. Of course, some adjustments when emergencies come, which they are all come, they come without telling us. तो वो थोड़ा अलग alteration adjustment तो होता है, but वो regular नहीं होता. What regularly happens is we have 18 hours, but we have not planned it properly. Therefore, instead of conquering that day with the best of the activities, we just waste it the laziness may, or we may do some nonsense of distracted things. This becomes a habit. Therefore, every day nothing achieved, total life nothing achieved. On the other hand, every day great thing done and achieved, total day life of great things done and achieved. So common sense thought is what? Conquer today. Today means today with the best of activities for the noblest of the causes or goals. Don't give chance to distractions or lazinesses. Be active and to the point or to the goal. Today I will do. Tomorrow we'll see. Day after उसका जब आएगा तब देखेंगे. आज का आज. You will learn to live in the present also. You are learn to live in the present with full activity and dynamism also. You will learn to live in the present with full purpose also. That is called as success, conquering time, conquering mind, conquering the day, conquering the goals, and entirely जीवन को ही हमने जीत लिया. Success हो जाता. ठीक है? This is the thought for the day. That's enough. Now come to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, shloka 14 and 15 together. Little sublime talk. Therefore, I'll not go very, very elaborate things. Literal meaning I give and little indication I tell and pause so that you get that thought, allowing it to sink in you. आपके अंदर घुस जाए बात. Little tough, eh? This, even the elders also, though listen Shastra regularly, they'll not be able to catch. But how can you catch it? But still it is in the sequence of Gita shlokas, they were I have to talk. But some of you are so sharp, not all of you, some. And who is that? I don't know. You will be able to catch it. So, in this shloka, what is the topic covered? I am telling you how the karma, when it was converted into karma yoga, how the attitudes we have to change. Thereafter, now even the karma yoga karma also slowly should get out of that so that we gather the quietness of mind required for meditation on the Lord. Therefore, Jnana me karma ka sannyas. That is the fourth chapter's title. Jnana karma sannyasa yoga. With the right understanding, see to it that outer and internal forces of action are not pushing you to activity so that you are calm and quiet in mind. Then the truth you can meditate on, the God you can meditate on. That is all, which is very practical. Those are very deep into Gita for only the moksha. For them, these all become very important, meaningful, useful understandings and tips. For you and I, how the Lord is working, how the saints are working, how those desires of revelation are working every moment while they are in the world, in the works which they are supposed to do. Can we understand and can we bring that attitude in us also? That's a question. I'm not giving you suggestion today. I'm just giving an idea and asking you a question. Can you understand it? Do you think is it possible to you? Answer will be yes or no. It's your subject. I'll not force the answer on you today. Okay. So the shloka number 14 and 15. Now they go like this. What is that? The 14th shloka. Bhagavan says, Na namam karmani limpanti. Name karma phale spruha. Iti माम यह अभिजानाति कर्मभिः न स बध्यते एवं ज्ञात्वा नेक्स्ट श्लोक कृतं कर्म पूर्वैः अपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्म इव तस्मात् त्वं पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतम् नमाम कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू नमे कर्म फले स्पृहा इति माम यह विजानाति दिस इज हाउ द लॉर्ड वर्क्स ही इज टेलिंग. And when you know that I am working like this, therefore I am not bound, you get interest. If you really want liberation, you also work like this. Therefore, evam jnatva krutam karma purvaihi api mumukshubhi. Mumukshu is the saints are those who want to be saintly, those who want to know the Lord and get liberation. Kuru karmaiva tasmatvam. You also work this yuddha, but like we do it. What is we do? Only two things are there. In if these two places you do, the change required, as I am going to tell, you also are acting like me. You are also acting like a saint. Both of us are acting but not getting bound. इसलिए कर्मभिर न सबध्यते. You will not be bound by the action. That's what is the idea. So evam jnatva krutam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi. Oh yeah, Arjuna, kuru karma iva tasmatvam. You can't be lazy. You can't be without working. But you can change your attitude to result in the bondage or liberation. Therefore, kuru karma eva tasmatvam purvaihi purvataram krutam. I am going to explain again one by one. And just giving an idea. First I am telling and explaining and again summarizing. This is how the idea we took. Every one of you, each of you, if you can listen each of these talks four times, taking the pen and paper in hand and write the shloka, its word to word meaning and total thought and its relevance in the sequence of Gita and in your own life, then you will have the mastery of the Gita Jnana. Then implement it, grow. Like any of the Siddhantam, the Pythagoras theorem thought, let's say, or theory of relativity. Don't you see that what is E, what is M, what is C, what is EC or MC square? Each of them you master it. Then the whole formula is understood as to where it is applied for what problem to solve. Then you apply whenever such problems come. So to Gita is a knowledge. Very attentively listen and grasp it. Then use it where it can be used. And very beautiful topic it is, especially for the spiritual sadhakas. Those who is spiritual sadhaka, who knows there is something beyond this world to achieve. And that is infinite, that's permanent, that is blissful. All this is finite, temporary, and gives more misery than happiness. Those who know it, and it takes time to know. You and I are youngsters. हम तो zeal and zest के साथ कुछ करके दिखाना, करके पाना चाहते हैं. अब कर करके थक जाते हैं, फिर पता चलता है ये कुछ नहीं यार. For that you have to spend the next 30 years of your life. If you are 14, 15 years, by the age of 50 सब रगड़ोबाजी हो जाएगा. Then you will know ये दुनिया में कुछ रखा ही नहीं, भगवान में सब कुछ है. People are even age of 90 still they are running behind the world. They are funny. They are all cartoons. It's okay. But there are some people who are matured also. By the age of 50, they know what is permanent, what is infinite, is in divine. Let me pursue that. All this is इतना जैसा करो वैसे ही रहेगा. लाइक डेली कॉफी डेली चाय वो ऐसे ही रहता है. जिसको उसका आदत हो गया उसको वही समझता वही लगता है कि यही अल्टीमेट है. But the one who thinks in this time of making it, having coffee half an hour, 50 minutes, which is temporary, can I gain something permanent? That person, instead of making coffee, he will sit for meditation. That like that it is. Anyway, let us see. So, fourth chapter, 14th and 15th. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः ज्ञानकर्म संन्यासयोगः श्रीभगवानुवाच चतुर्दश पंचदशौ श्लोकौ दो बार रिपीट करना प्यार से, फिर कट्टा एक बार पढ़ेंगे, फिर अर्थ दिखाएंगे. एंड एज आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग यू, when you are coming to Gita to learn the subtler things, prepare your mind, intellect also with some calmness, quietness. If you have eaten heavy food at night and very sleepy, and you are quarrel with everybody, or indulgent in all nonsense and come with a disturbed mind, you can't concentrate, you can't listen, you cannot understand, then this class appears to be Naraka. Not because the Gita is like Naraka or I the speaker, but your mind is like that. देन यू से इतना टेंशन, इतना समझ में नहीं आ रहा, मुश्किल है, तो मैं जाऊंगा ही नहीं कल क्लास. On the other hand, if you prepare your mind with calmness, alertness, and desire to learn, every word you catch, every meaning you grasp, it will feel like Swarga. What a beautiful knowledge it is. So every day let me go. That's how you come. It is in your hands. Clear? Let us start. Sri Bhagavanuvacha, Sri Bhagavanuvacha. Namam karmani limpanti, namam karmani limpanti, name karma phale spruha, name karma phale spruha, iti mam yo bhijanati, iti mam yo bhijanati, karma bhirna sabadhyate, karma bhirna sabadhyate. Next one. एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म, एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म, पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः, पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः, कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं, कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं, पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतं, पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतम्. अगेन. नमां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति, नमां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति, न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा, न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा, इति मां योऽभिजानाति, इति मां योऽभिजानाति, कर्मभिर्न सबध्यते, कर्मभिर्न सबध्यते. एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म, एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म, पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः, पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः, कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं, कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं, पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतं, पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतं. साथ में. नमां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति, न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा, इति मां योऽभिजानाति, कर्मभिर्न सबध्यते, evam jnatva krutam karma purvairapi mumokshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmat tvam purvaihi purvataram krutam. Such a beautiful, hearty Gita with that Sanskrit language has become foreign to us, and foreign language, forest poems, and all have become native to us. Such a colossal idiocracy as well as unfortunate situation. Go back to the roots of our Sanatana Dharma, learn Sanskrit, learn all these Shastras, which teach you the art of succeeding in the world outside as well as in the inner world of spirituality. I'm really telling you the truth, believe me. And I have to learn English to teach you because you are all in English. Anyway, okay. Now, yesterday we saw such a huge and important topic of the three gunas, because of which the antakarana or the mind of the people are of four types, because of which they are classified into four classifications: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. You know that yesterday we saw in Gita 18 chapter, in so many textbooks, the duties of this each of these classified varnas are explained. Okay. Now, what is the relation to this yesterday's shloka's topic and today's topic? We'll touch it. But before that, only I'll browse through. I'll not explain detail. I'm just telling you that it is there. You browse through, you go through when you have time. Like a Brahmana, because he's Sattva Guna. What is the life he'll have to live? Is this Shamo Damastapas Shaucham Kshantirajavameva cha Jnanam Vijnanamastikyam Brahma Karma Swabhavajam. A Brahmana does these type of activities. Those who do activities like this, they are Brahmana. Shamaha, mind is control. Damaha, senses are in control. Tapaha, ready to work hard. Shaucham, inner and outer purity. Shantihi, full patience and forgiveness. Arjavam, straightforward. Then Shamadamas Tapasam, Shantirarjam. Then Jnanam, theoretical knowledge. Vijnanam, practice of that. Astikyam, faith in the world and in the Lord. These are all the Brahmana Lakshana Vyakti. Brahmana Vyakti with Satoguna, they live life like this. Or when you want to become Brahmana, practice these things. So to what are Kshatriya? Shauryam tejo dhrutir dakshyam yuddhe chapyapalayanam danam ishvara bhavascha kshatram karma swabhavajam shauryam shurata. See, the other day, on the 9th of December, our army people have kicked and thrown and pushed away those 300 of Chinese soldiers. That's called Shauryam. Every Indian should be Shauryam. Tejaha means so much of self-discipline and practice that he is so powerful in his activity. Tejaha. Dhrutihi, patience and perseverance. That even the, like that ये मेरे वतन के लोगों लास्ट में 10-10 गोलियां लगे हैं फिर भी उठकर 10 लोगों को मारकर फिर गिर गया. That's called a dhruti, patience, perseverance. These are all the kshatriya lakshanas. That is how when Karna was in the lap of Drona or somebody, some insect bites, blood is oozing, still he doesn't move. Then the blood touches that Guru. Then Guru gets and says, this much patience if you have to go through the pain, you are not a Brahmana. Tell me, who are you? He is a Kshatriya, but took the Vesha Brahmana to learn from you. Then he says, at the right time, this knowledge will not be remembered by you. It is a curse. This is the real story. I am talking about Dhrutihi, Dhirata, Dhairya, patience. Continuously able to, that Yuddha mein, or in the cold and hot temperatures of the glaciers as well as the deserts. However, the Kshatriya Veera, Javans of our nation are protecting our Desha. That is Dhruti. Then Dakshyam, Dakshata, capacity. Then Yuddhe cha api apalayinam, not running away from the war. Dhanam, ready to share. Ishvara bhavaha, ready to command. These natures, whoever have, they are Kshatriyas. If you want to be Kshatriya, follow these things. Chauryam, Teja, Dhriti, Daksham, Yuddhecha, Apalayanam, Dhanam, Ishvara Bhavascha, etc. Many more main things are told. So to Krushi Gauraksha Vanijyam Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam. Krushi farming, Gauraksha cattle etc. taken up. Vanijyam all the things trading. That is called the Vaishyas do the job. Then Paricharyatmakam Karma, Paricharya is the laborer activities. All of them are Sudra Karma. Because they don't think like the Brahmana, they cannot be administered like the Kshatriya, they can't even do the trading like Vaishya. Therefore, they will do what they are told to at the physical level. Therefore, Paricharya. This is how the four Varnas, therefore Dharmas. Now, the point is, as long as you are in Gunas, you will be in these four Varna, you are forced to act. But what is the moksha? Going beyond it. Therefore, how to go beyond these three gunas? That is what Bhagavan says. I live like that. Though I act in the world, but I am not under the influence of guna, therefore I am not bound. So, to a mumukshu, a person wants to be liberated, also should act in the world according to dharma, but should not be influenced. How it is so? Two changes if you bring in your attitude, then all this is accomplished. What is accomplished? Your gunas from the tamas to rajas to sattva and gunatita you reach accordingly. Your duties will not be imposed on you. Then you are free from karma. Then you are ready for meditation. The goal is to know the God. The means are the meditation. The requirement is the calmness of quietness of mind. That is achieved when we stop involving in the activity. Forcefully, you cannot stop because you have duties, you have obligations, you have inner forces. Therefore, how to quieten them is these attitudes while acting. Which attitudes? Which I am having. Same you have. That's what Krishna says in the first line of the first shloka. What is that? Namam karmani limpanti. None of the karmas do lepana to me. Means what? I do karma, but I don't do the karma as a strong ego. Listen carefully. I do karma, but I don't do that karma as the strongest of the ego. That is the meaning of freedom from karma lepanam. If it is a duty, I do. If somebody asks, I come. That's why when so much of adharma is there, Bhagavan doesn't come. Only when somebody goes and prays to them, then he will come. That is called no karma lepanam. Karma lepanam is khujli of doing this or that. Absence of karma lepanam is what work we have to do, only that we do. You understood? Namam karmani limpanti. I am not a strong karta that I cannot be without doing. मुझे करना ही है करना ही है करना है ऐसा नहीं है. This is one attitude. But I will do. While doing karma, because I have to do that, with that attitude, because it's my dharma, I am doing it. I am not attached to the karma that without that I cannot be alive. The very interesting point it is. Like I am doing Geetha classes. Suddenly nobody comes, computer is failed, internet is not working. So I should take it, the Lord doesn't want it from me. Therefore just leave it. Why should I be struggling and worried? I am ready to do if the opportunity comes, if I am supposed to do. Opportunity is not there and not required to be done. Why I have to have the kujli? In many houses it happens. Bahu came, Bahu wants to help, but the Sasoma doesn't give the work to her. The Bahu tries 1 week, 1 month, 2 months. The Sasoma is not leaving work. Then Bahu understands, the Buddhu hai, karne do. She enjoys her life. And then Sasoma shouts, this Bahu nahi aayi hai, she is not working at all. Yaar, you are not giving her work. Why? Karmani limpanti. You are holding on to all works. De do unko. Even the father also. He has got his business. He is developed. He has grown to the age of 70. The children are grown to 50. अरे उनको दे दो चाबी. नो 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 मैं पकड़ के रखता हूँ. अब इतना किया ना उनको भी डेवलप होने दो. They don't give. Then the children pray. भगवान इनको उठाओ. Do you understand the karma lepanam? You are becoming senior, but you are not giving to the next fellow. That's a great attitude. अब मेरे को करना तो हो गया. कई कर्म फंसना नहीं. जरूरत है तो करो नहीं तो नहीं. Even the good works. See how many times we suffer. on the name of love or attachment. To your friend, you want to give this or that gift or help. वो से क्यों मेरे पीछे पड़े हो? And you message them, WhatsApp, how are you? That fellow is in different mood. But you make a routine every day. I have to say Hari Om or good morning. They don't respond. You feel bad. You just ask, yeah, should I send message every day or not? Is it not required? Oh, chhod do na. No, no, I have to send you message. You have to reply, and both of Bewakufs waste our time. Like this, smaller than small to bigger than bigger, we are attached to the karma. The not doing also wrong. Exactly. Doing wrong also wrong. Exactly what should be done is wrong. Right. Having done so, you have to drop it when it is not called for. In the mind, that attachment, that I only, the attitude is what? Only I can do that. Nobody else can do like me. Or I only will do. I'll not allow anybody to do that. That type of funniness. Bhagwan, he doesn't get bound to everything. He distributes the work to Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Indra, Aruna. अरे तुम लोग देख लो, मैं थोड़ा क्षीर सागर में बैठ जाता हूँ. He is happy sitting on the serpent. Lakshmi Devi is doing seva. Namam karmani. Suddenly, when Ravana, the big Rakshasas come and they go all the Brahmadi, oh, Prahi Bhahi, Trahi Trahi, please protect us. Chalo, aa raha hu main Ram ke roop mein. He comes and finishes again. He goes back. You understand? This is what Bhagavan Krishna is saying. In my life, right from my sixth day of birth, killing Putana, up to this, how many things I have done? But all of them were done by me for a definite purpose I was required. But nowhere I was caught. That's why when my Leelas are over in Brindavan, I left that place, went to Mathura. I never went back because of my attachment. Or oh Jamuna ji, oh Kalindi, oh Wala Vuksh, oh Wale. What is हो गया वो जब का तब हो गया अब नहीं अभी नया. He is fully involved in Mathura. Finishes comes Mama, Esther, and then come वहाँ भी नहीं. अब the Jarasandha is attacking. He'll have to go to Dwaraka. He establishes in Dwaraka, forgets Mathura. Even in Dwaraka also, at the age of 125, because it also has to submerge, then Bhagavan says, Mujhe sharir mein nahi rehna, I'll go. So nowhere is attached with the kartrutva. You have to learn it. करो, लेकिन इतना फंसो मत कि मैं ही नहीं करूंगा, दूसरों को नहीं करने दूंगा. सेम टाइम तुम्हें करना है तो खुद ही करना. Like the wife, husband says, आज मैं ही चाय बनाऊंगा. The wife should not say, रोते हुए, इतने साल मना के दे रही हो, आज मेरे को मना कर रहे हो, क्यों मेरे से गुस्सा कर रहे हो? अरे बेवकूफ. He wants to do, let him experiment, no? Then he'll know how difficult it is. Sometimes it may be better than you also. But she's attached to the karma. मैं ही बनाऊंगी. You have to continue suffering. Do you have the understanding? Are you getting the point? That is called namam karmani limpant. कर्तृत्व विल नॉट बाइंड मी. आई एम नॉट, वो जरूरत है तो करता हूं, नहीं तो नहीं. Equally important is name karma phale spruha. I am doing because I have to do it. I have no expectation of any specific result. Doing itself is my fulfillment. I myself am not expecting any result. Be attentive. For me, for the loka kalyana, I do. It's okay. But that is obvious because this work is aimed at that. Name karma phale spruha. Before action to the doership, after the action to the enjoyership, or the phala, when there is no attachment, that is called as karma purgation, vasana purgation. All the negativities go away from us. This is how I do. Therefore, when I am there in Kshetrasagar, I am relaxed. When I am called, I come. And I do, but not tension. Because kartrutva is not there, nor karma phalapeksha is there. When the whole work is over, I am not again bound by her. इतना बढ़िया भूमि पे मैं अवतार लेके आया हूँ, चलो यहीं रह जाता हूँ. ऐसा नहीं होता. I live and go. Again I will come when I am called. This is called as freedom in action, which leads to freedom from action. Then you are ready for the deeper inner meditation for the Lord. So, na mam karmani limpant. Krishna is telling about himself. Karma will never touch me. Name karma phale spruha. I have no spruha or desire for karma phala. This way I live. Iti mam yaha avijanati. Those who know me like this, they also slowly get inspired by it. they also start living like this. Karma bhir nasabadhyate. Their every new karma is not creating new vasanas to them, new impressions. Thus, existing things get exhausted, new are not done. Then the mind slowly becomes calm, quiet. In that calm, quiet mind, the Upanishad Jnana or Bhagavad Jnana is given. They meditate. Not only me, Bhagavan says, Evam Jnatva. In this way, learning the art of activity, Krutam Karma Purvaihi Api. Right from the time immemorial, people were doing. Who are they? Mumukshuvihi. Those who want to come out of this bandhana of the karma phala nonsense, those who want to be one with the divine Lord, all of them did like that. Means the saints and sages. Those who did like this, they became saints and sages. The saints always, they come in the world, they do the seva, there is no ego in them of doing, nor they expect anything. When the work is over, they go. Where are they bound, Bata? Therefore, Arjuna, I am giving you an idea. Kuru karma eva tasmatvam. You have to do the yuddha. But don't do the yuddha that I am the doer, not you are the one. That 10 lakhs people are there, 18 lakhs are there fighting. 18 akshawani hai. You are not the only one. And don't also think that if you are not there, nobody can do. There will be somebody. That's why you see in this world, in every field, the special expert, when they die, others will take up. Or they retired, others will take up. ऐसा कोई होता नहीं. Every day you can see, so this टीवी चैनल वाला वो छोड़ दिया, सिनेमा वाला ये छोड़ दिया, एमएलए पार्टी छोड़ दी. कुछ रुकता नहीं इस दुनिया में. Somebody will do that work. If nobody is there, the work itself is not important. It will go like I am giving Geetha. If I don't do, somebody will do. If nobody does, it doesn't matter. Nothing will happen to the world or the Geetha if nobody is there to speak. You understand? That is the meaning of the karmani na limpanti. So don't bring the extra burden, load creating, load feeling giving ahankara that I am Arjuna, I have to fight, I have to eliminate Duryodhanadi. Suddenly Bhishma Drona came, oh, I have to fight with them, I have to kill them. In both cases, the I is overloaded there. That's why Bhagavan shows in 11th chapter Vishwarupa. And he shows everyone is killed by the Lord only. He says, you become only nimitta. Sab karne wala main hu bewakoof. So here is what? Do it, but don't be an ego. It evam jnatva krutam karmam purvairapi mumukshubhihi. All those who wanted mukti, mukti is from the karma bandhanam. They got rid of the karma in this knowledge. The knowledge is what? Be aware. You are doing it to exhaust your vasana. You are doing it not as an ego stronger. You need not do this work alone. You need not do this work all the time. And there is others also you can do this work. But that time it is to be done by you. You do it and move away. It's just like you are walking. There is a stone or a boulder or some wooden tree fell on the road. You are there early morning gone for jogging. तो निकालो उसको फेंक दिया. क्यों? तो कोई भी आए गिरेगा या मैं भी गिर सकता हूँ. Work is over. No ego that early morning I am the one who came for jogging and it was there. If I had not removed it, others would have fallen down. So I have done the seva. This all is extra ego. You just do it, khatam ho gaya. Like movement to movement, work to work, action to action, if you can do. Existing tendencies go away, new are not created. You know, what is the meaning of ego there? If I remove that stone today, tomorrow also I look at, अरे यार आज भी stone था तो निकाल दूं. मतलब every day a fellow should keep a stone there for you to remove so that you can become strong in your ego. What a bewakoof it is. Like a doctor sitting in chambers, patients come in treats. That is called an maham karmani limpanti. But if you become such a strong doctor that, yeah, I have to treat so many people every day, that means for your sake, so many people should become patients and they suffer. Like I give Geetha knowledge to you. So I must come and every day give knowledge so that people will get it. That means what? For my sake, there should be many ignorant people that I give them knowledge. This is ego. I just feel like giving because Guru Bhagavan has told me, and whoever are coming, listening, what is the ahankara there? You also do yuddha because in your life, incidentally it came, not accidentally, incidentally. Same time, don't be overwhelmed with the doership. क्या है कुछ दिन पहले था नहीं युद्ध अब कुछ दिन होगा उसका नहीं रहेगा अब जो करना है करो ज्यादा मतंगड़ क्यों बना रहे हो बात को हिंदी में Why do you make it an issue? Kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvaihi purvataram krutam. As the ancestors, the big Rajarshis have done, same way you do. One thing, while acting, it has become your responsibility. You are one of the Pandavas, Madhyama. You are given all the abilities and all you are expected to do, and you also know you have to do. It's your duty, and do it, and not any ego there. I do like that only. Lord says, I don't come also for thousands of years. When I come as an avatara, I know what I have to do, for which I came. Exactly, I do that, and I go away. Second aspect is what? Don't worry about victory and loss. You keep performing. जिसको जीत होना है होएगा वो. ठीक है ना? You can't define success and failure. Definitely, like Abhimanyu died. Is success or failure? It's a failure only. Upapandavas died. It's a failure only. How do you say when this is fail, the Duryodhanadi you killed, therefore you will be success? You are only working. जो होना है होता है. Success and failure are meaningless. Performance is to be done. That's it. Success failure means expecting the result. Why do you define the result? Why are you working for the result? Work for work says. Yuddhaya yujjasva. I already told you second chapter. Tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. Sukha dukkhe same krutva, labha labha same krutva, jaya jaya same krutva, yuddhaya yujjasva. 36 shloka, second chapter. So the shortcut mind is what? When I have three gunas, I'll be forced to act according to the guna. In that case, I'll be in one of the four categories. These are my works to be done. But I'll do the work, I get the result, I'll be in that chakra only. If I want to come out of the varnas, then the activities and the gunas and come to moksha, those things which are forcing me to act, I have to get rid of them. They are called as vasana or samskara. When they come in your life, they come as duties. So while doing the duty, don't be a strong doer, not expect result. Continuously you live like that, moment to moment, work to work, day to day. The existing pressures go away, new are not created, your mind becomes calm and quiet. That is called as doing the karma, but with the jnana. Therefore, the karma ka sannyas ho gaya. That's why the name of chapter is Jnana Karma Sannyas. Then the result is what? Your mind is calm and quiet. With that, you will do the inquiry about what is the truth behind this world, what is the reality behind this world, where from it has come, where it is supported now, where will it end in, whether you call as world or myself. कहाँ से आया हूँ मैं, कहाँ जाना है, कौन हूँ मैं? Did we ever inquire? These are all without knowing myself. I am doing everything. I know myself as a man and all. These are all body related. I am intelligent. It's a jhoot hai, फिर भी intellect related. It is my intellect. But who am I? This is my body, but who am I? Like my donkey. You are not a donkey, no? It's my donkey. So to my body. Who is my? Whose body is this? Did you ever inquire? This is called spirituality. It's called Vedanta. For even to get these type of questions, you have to have a sufficient poise of the mind, sufficient quietness of mind. The quietness and poise is achieved by vigorously living in the world in our own duty. While doing so, when these two things are done, namam karmani limpanti name karma palesvaha. Make a habit of it. In course of time, you can see what is to be done is done. New things are not involved. Because what is to be done is done, the mind is calm, quiet. At that time, now let me inquire where from the whole world has come or I have come. What is substratum? Go to the Guru. Guru will take the Upanishad. Then they teach you that this is the truth, this is reality. This is a Maya, because of which on the truth reality only the world is projected, and you are lost in that in your ignorance and delusion. Now, these are the ways you have to contemplate. Then you come out of all this confusion. This is called as liberation. All that will be told. But not for you all. You are the youngsters. Tumhara kaam to bas. Lord and the Gurus have acted vigorously. They were not strong egos. Nor even they acted for the insisting the result. Keep the result in mind. There are two different things. Desire and goal or ambition. Anything selfish is desire. But anything for the sake of totality is called as goal or ambition. So I want to become doctor for my own earning the money, then this is a desire. Same thing I want to become a doctor, but to help the patients to free from the dukkha, then that itself becomes not a desire oriented bandhana or samsara, but that is a good thing. You are allowed to do that. That's called ambition. That is an aim. That's a goal. Selfish thing is not goal. Selfless is goal. Therefore, have the goals and work for it. So you also, whichever the goal you take up. If you do it for selfishness, sometimes you are succeed and failure, and you are always tossing about between the happy, misery, happy, misery. But in every of the goal, if it is the interest of the world is main thing, and that also as the opportunity comes, you are performing and not claiming the strong ego. At the same time, whatever Lord gives you, take as prasada, you'll be very happy in the mind first of all. पहले मन में शांति पाना सीखो. सो नमाम कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा इति मां यः विजानाति कर्मभिर्सबध्यते एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं पूर्वै पुरुतरं कृतं. These are the very sublime shlokas. I try to balance it by not missing the essence, at the same time not making it too complicated to you. Now mind if you don't understand, जो समझ में आ रहा है उसको स्वीकार करो. I don't want to cull out only those shlokas which are useful to you. That also I can do. In fact, I started with that idea only. Out of 700 slokas, if 50 or 80 slokas related to the youth, if I can take out, that will be good service. But as I started, the Lord told, anyway, are doing it. You keep doing all the slokas, whichever are relevant to them, you highlight them. Other things you browse through, so that there is joy for you also of teaching or talking on Gita entirely, and that also for the youth. Who knows? Some of the youth not only are ambitious of the outer goals, they may start becoming ambitious for spirituality also. We don't know. जैसे कहते हैं ना, जिस बिल में कौन सा सांप है नहीं पता, उसी तरह से जिस शेल में कौन सी मोती है वो भी नहीं पता, है ना. जिस बिल में कौन सा नहीं पता, इसी तरह वी डोंट नो वेयर इज द डायमंड ज्वेल्स आर देयर. सो यू मे बी ज्वेल्स, यू मे बी डायमंड्स. Some of you may get the idea of this. You may go for it. Therefore, the Lord gave me the idea. I am going through that. Clear? So, what a beautiful thing. These knowledges which are in our Shastras are so great, so sublime. Compared to the knowledge in our Shastras, all the knowledge in every other place are बच्चा लोग. When our knowledge is PhD, double PhD and all, बाकी लोग ऐसे प्ले स्कूल में घूम रहे हैं, LKG, UKG लेवल में. Our scriptures like Gita have such a sublime knowledge. Now you got some understanding, some respect, then study Gita deeply. And it's not one day, one life job. Like how many lives I am studying Gita, I don't know. That this life I am like this, which is again only 0.5%. More and more I study, contemplate. Again in my future lives, I'll have more knowledge of Gita. Accordingly, when I mold my life, I'll be reaching near divinity for my own liberation. This is how it is. Anyway, बड़े बड़े बातें नहीं समझ में आए तो छोड़ दो. But mainly this much: you do the work, don't claim an ego, don't worry about the result. Keep the aim and ambition. Don't keep goals of selfishness. That way, live a happy, joyful life. That is the main idea. Thank you. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha iti mamyo bhijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate evam jnatva krutam karma पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतम्. Two shlokas. Thank you. कराग्रे वसते लक्ष्मी, करमूले सरस्वती, करमध्ये तु गोविन्दः, प्रभाते करदर्शनम्. And the common sense thought is, today is in our hands. Thank you. All the best. Let us come with another beautiful topic tomorrow of Gita. Thanks to all for patient listening. Those who are coming afresh, please browse through the earlier talks also. Spend time. Give this 1 year for the Gita study. A big clarity of Gita and our life and our performance definitely is going to come. But be sincere. Be with Shraddha, you listen. Don't do with the half-heartedness, disinterestedness, formality, mechanical. No. Be genius in terms of your application. You can see the benefits accordingly. Thank you.